I love iconic photography, and I love sports. And I really love when the two come together, like this picture taken after Russell Westbrook's unbelievable buzzer beater that sent not the Denver Nuggets, he was playing in Denver last night, to the playoffs, but the Portland Trailblazers. This broke the hearts of all those fans behind him, and you can see it. Now, we talked about this to death yesterday. His third career 50-point triple-double, what I believe is really the cementing of the MVP award and what's been one of the more interesting MVP debates in sports history. But to capture this, and this came out today, it just tells such a story. How about Russell? This embodies Russell Westbrook so much. The ferocity, that raw aggression that comes out of him when he plays basketball. Something almost animalistic. And then all the people behind him, the heartbreak. I mean, you could count about 7 or 8 people's faces that specifically you could see the reality of the Denver Nuggets season coming to an end and the playoffs hopes dashed. That's what a great photo does. It tells a story. And this one tells the story of not just a game, but it tells the story of an entire season for me, and one that will lead to Russell Westbrook winning the MVP. James Harden's had a great year, and many other years he'd be the NBA's MVP, but not this year. And with this game yesterday that sent the Blazers into the playoffs, the crazy thing for me is moments after this, after all these people like this guy, this girl over here, in sheer shock, they all sat there, collected themselves, realized, well, we weren't going to beat the Warriors in the first round of the playoffs anyway, and then stood up and gave Russell Westbrook a standing ovation. That just goes to show you how many times you get your heart broken by an opponent and then stand and give them a standing O. But that's how great Russell Westbrook's been. And the picture really reminded me of the iconic photo of Jordan hitting that shot against the Jazz in the NBA Finals over Russell. I love this photo because if you really look closely at it, there's a lot more to look at with the backdrop off court. But you can actually see so much emotion on people's faces. And it's so fascinating to me. It's a moment captured in time, a moment that if you love the NBA, you will never forget for the rest of your life. And for me, even though Russell Westbrook's yesterday was a regular season game, if you've watched basketball all year, you'll never forget the season you saw Russell Westbrook have. And that moment was the crowning achievement. It's a season that has forever linked Russell Westbrook with Oscar Robertson. And when I think of iconic photos of the Big O, I mean, what better basketball photo is there than this one? I mean, if you just want to see a picture of what athleticism on another level looks like, look at him here from college. Really cool stuff. So cool, in fact, they made a bronze version of it, and that exact picture of the Big O doing the splits, grabbing the rebound, is now a college basketball trophy for Player of the Year. That's how iconic it is. But for me, whoever captured this photo completely nailed it. The Russell Westbrook one. And as someone who's just been obsessed with watching the greatness pour out of Russell all season long, I figured I'd share with you guys how cool it was to see that moment right there where Russell just barbarically screaming, "Oh, baby, I took that MVP away from the beard," with all those Denver fans just completely heartbroken. So the best idea ever tonight, man, capturing the MVP moment. Kudos to that great photographer out there. Well done.